Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Good day to you. What do you need?
What's going on here?
We caught a human and locked him up in the barn.
How did you manage to catch him? It's not like I underestimate you, but I can only assume he was armed.
Aye, he was. But he had a bit of bad luck. I went for water in the morning, and all of a sudden I saw a man on a horse riding through the ford. Halfway down the ford, the horse got wild and threw him into the water. I waded in and pulled him up on the shore, and then I realized he was a human. Luckily for me, he'd hit his head and was out cold, so I dragged him into the barn.
And what plans do you have for him?
What do I know? The miller told me to guard him. You'll have to ask him what he's got in mind.
All right, I'll ask him. Interesting.
Farewell.
Mother of God! Well, good health to you.
One of your hands told me you're holding a human captive.
You've heard correctly. I have my own plans for him, but I need a bit of help.
How did you do it? It's not every day a miller's helper catches an enemy of the crown.
That's true. My hands will be more than happy to tell you how they caught him.
I'll help you. I've got some unfinished business with the humans.
I'm guessing you're from Skalitz, then.
I am.
Very well, then. I plan to question the bastard and find out where he hid all the plunder he's been taking.
All right, I'll get it out of him.
Do you speak Hungarian?
No, I don't.
Then you won't get anything out of him. But if you want to help, you can. A little down the river is a mill. The men said there's a vagrant there who swears in Hungarian when he's playing dice. You could go there and find out if he knows any more than curses.
All right, I can handle it.
Thanks. Good luck to you.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
What was that?
Ah, I heard you know how to speak Hungarian. But are you fluent?
Ah, I'll speak it well enough. But why are you interested, brother?
I might have a job for you.
A job? And I was hoping you were coming with an invitation to a drink or a message from my mistress.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I can offer you a few groschen for your trouble.
Ha! Nihil boni sine labore.
What?
Here in Bohemia they say there's no bread not paid for with sweat. And yet they promise me easy work here. And nevertheless, so far I've been breaking my back. So first tell me what this is all about.
I need someone to question a cumin. I can see you're not tongue-tied and you know Hungarian, so shouldn't be a problem for you.
Lord almighty, a cumin? But what does it matter? My employers here want to send me back on the road come the end of the week. How much are you paying?
How much would you like?
Well, the question is, how much are you offering?
Satisfied?
Well now, a little more and we'll shake on it. Fine. It sounds like a fair deal. And where do you have this cumin of yours?
Have you heard of the mill in Bogem?
Of course. I've won at dice against a band that works there more than once.
Fine. Take your things and we'll go. We can start the questioning.
Wonderful. I was almost starting to get bored.
So, let's begin. Tell him he has one and only chance to save his neck from the gallows.
Jól figyelj, van esélyed a menekvésre.
Tell him I know damn well he's got stolen valuables hidden somewhere around here.
Ovásokat stoktat a cuccok, amit ötszaloggottál.
Ezt megmondhatom neked, de előbb azt áruld el, az a fekete hajú ott mellette tud-e magyarul?
Nem, egy szocse.
What's he saying?
Well, he seems to be resisting.
Tell him if he carries on being stubborn, I'm going to lose my patience.
Now, mon, hol van?
Elmondom neked, de azt a geci, aki melletted áll, küld el valahova.
Aha, már kezdem érteni.
Akkor jó, hogy értik egymást. Jól figyelj, azzal a nagy várossal szemben a folyónál.
A Daira gondolsz?
A nevét nem tudom. Egy nagy város, várfalakkal. És van ott két vár. Szemben a folyó túlpartján van egy domb. Ha a város felé nézel, van melletted egy út. Azon az úton van egy kereszteződés, egy kiégett fával. Viszonnan egy kis ösvény le a vízhez. És lent a víznél van egy kivált fatör.
És a bandban?
Igen.
So? Is he saying anything?
No, not really. He just keeps swearing.
Tell him he's running out of time.
És hova küldjén?
Pénzhelyét nem tudom pontosan elmondani. Így oda kell őt vinnem.
Well now, he started to talk. He says he buried the coin somewhere in the forest, but he can't describe the place exactly. He says he can take it there, though.
Fine. That's good enough for me.
Mit akartok már megint? Gyáva nyulak vagytok mind. Itt tartotok, mint egy állatot, de egyikőtök sem mer velem kiállni. Köpök rátok, szukafagyja.
I've come to ask about that human.
Ask away.
Interesting.
Good God, you look terrible. Did someone attack you?
We went to interrogate that human.
Is that so? Tell me about it.
You were right. He's got coin hidden somewhere.
Ha! You see? That's the legendary miller's instinct for you.
The only trouble is, he can't quite describe the way there to me. He wants to lead me himself.
So, what are you waiting for? Go with him. Get the money and bring it back here.
And what to do with the cumin afterwards?
Once you got the coin, you can do what you like with that heathen.
All right. Well, what do I get out of it?
I'll let you have half. That's fair, isn't it?
Aye, fair enough. I'll get going then.
Good. And don't even think of trying anything underhand. If I find out you've cheated me, you'll rue the day.
Don't worry, Miller.
God be with you.
Now you're a hero. Mit akartok már megint? Gyáva nyulak vagytok mind. Itt tartotok, mint egy állatot, de egyikőtök sem mer velem kiállni. Köpök rátok szukafatja.
Come on, get up! Now, you're gonna be a good boy and show me the way to your fucking stash. And you better hope there's still something there to find.
Igen. Erre, már nincs messze. Rossz helyen vagy, rossz időben.
To heal, Mutt. That's him. Look what I've got for you. You'll love this. To me. Deal. No one's a match for me and you, eh?
Merci. Ne, kérlek, ne ölj meg. I'm money.
Like I believe you. I won't fall for that a second time, you Hungarian swine.
No, I money, truth.
All right, I'll try it one more time with you. But you better not have any more friends in the region.
Thanks. Köszönöm, köszönöm. Az ott egész ismerősnek tűnt. Persze. Ha nem találom meg, gyorsan megölsz. Ne félj, értem én. Az ott egész ismerősnek tűnik. Az ott egész ismerősnek tűnik. Itt van mi? Money, here. Már mehetek? Mit vanni? Igen?
Go. A good deed shouldn't go unrewarded. And I suppose you might call this a good deed? Yeah.
Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers,
Come
onions.
closer, my friend. Marvel at the miraculous items on offer today for a fraction of their true value.
I'm back.
So I see. Well, have you got it?
Unfortunately not. Things got a bit out of hand.
What do you mean?
The cumin took to his heels.
What? How the hell could that happen?
He just ran off. Wasn't much I could do about it since I was on my own.
Damn it to hell. All that effort for nothing.
Now, don't take it so hard. It could be he made the whole thing up just for a chance to escape.
In that case, he made fools of us both. Sorry, but that doesn't cheer me up much. Well, never mind. Nothing to be done now. You run along, leave me to cry in my beer over the wasted opportunity. Take care now.
Come right up. It's a feast for your eyes and your stomachs. It's hard to resist. You're not...
Mother of God, you look like you've been assaulted.
Ladies and gentlemen,
May the Lord watch
good
over
men and good wives, come closer. Poor or
Garlic,
rich,
onions,
old
mushrooms,
or
and
young,
asparagus.
there's
Come right
something
up.
here
You need to
for
be shy.
everyone. Magical ointments. Effective amulets.
Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers,
Salami,
onions.
sausages,
Come get them.
lard of all kinds, and
I know
scraps
you.
to make your mouth water.
I know you
more
from
than the
somewhere.
finest cake.
Where do I know you from?
What?
Of course,
Garlic
my
soup for the
dream.
winter, onion soup for the
You were in a
spring,
boat made
asparagus
of
for
bone,
taste,
and I put a
pork
crown
ails
of
you.
thorns
Try
on your
them.
head.
All right. Tell me about this dream of yours.
That dream. Yes, that dream has come true. I dreamt that a young man would become my apprentice, my own pupil in the trade of miracles.
Vegetables, fresh vegetables. Look, smell. Aren't they lovely?
And that's supposed to be me?
Who else? What's your name, young man?
Henry.
Henry. A powerful name.
Vegetables,
So,
fruit,
Henry,
apples,
are you ready to
cucumbers,
become my
onions.
apprentice?
Come get them.
First, tell me, who are you, and what do you do?
Me? I am an unworthy, low, and miserable servant of Providence. Scholar or merchant, believer or heathen. I wander the world without home or family, with only my wagon, offering miracles to those that need them. That's who I am. Without home or kin, I wander this world with my wagon, providing the miracles that people need. Ointments, relics, aromatic herbs, rare spices, talismans and amulets for luck. All these things I have.
Carrots and
What exactly does it
apples
entail,
today to put a
becoming
smile on
your
your
apprentice?
A lot of work and strenuous labor.
knowledge of medicine, theology, and white magic. You have to study the great works of the ancients and devote your time to understanding your fellow men, listening to them, and learn to read their souls.
Onions that'll even make your man cry like a little lass. Come and buy some.
Nothing to it.
That's why God has sent you. So what do you say?
All right, I'll be your apprentice.
Wonderful! Oh, glorious day! I have a successor in my work.
Lovely
So,
cucumbers,
how do you plan to start training me?
With a test of your practical skills.
Oh,
I have my eye on 3 rare objects of great value. But sadly, they're a little difficult to obtain.
go on.
garlic, carrots, beetroot,
First,
onions.
I need a
All
tooth
that
of
grows
Saint
in the ground fresh.
Procopius.
Come right up.
Then I'll need a branch from a topping out hung on a church. And finally, a talisman for luck from a passionate player.
Bloody hell, that's a lot. All right, one thing at a time. About that tooth, it's going to be slightly more complicated, isn't
Garlic,
it?
onions,
I know.
mushrooms, and asparagus.
Yes, it
Come
would be
right
very
up.
difficult
You'll
to
need
gain
be
such a
dry.
rare relic, of course. That's why I have an alternative solution.
I'm listening.
A layman named Procopius lives by the monastery. And it just so happens, thanks to my intricate medical knowledge, that I found out he has a
Vegetables,
sick
fruit,
tooth.
Apples, cucumbers, onions. Come get them.
How did you find out he has a sore tooth?
As it happens, he told me at the tavern. But that's not important.
Always turning his nose up at everything I cook. You'd think he had
And how am I supposed to get the tooth?
I haven't the faintest idea. You'll have to think of something.
Carrots.
But maybe you'll be
apples,
able to
pick
persuade
today.
him to
Put
let
a
the
smile on
blacksmith
your
pull.
face.
I can't do it in cream sauce because it gives him gut trouble. He can't stand the smell of garlic.
Wouldn't that be swindling people?
Bacon's too common.
It is, and it isn't. If I sell that tooth as the tooth of Saint Procopius,
Cucumbers.
then it
lovely
certainly is
cucumbers,
deceitful.
asparagus and
But if
fruit.
I sell it as a tooth from Procopius of Sasau, then I'm cheating nobody.
Does it really matter whose tooth I bring then?
Of course it does. The name Procopius in this holy land is shrouded with mystical powers. Sometimes I might play a trivial trick on someone, but I assure you, I'm no swindler.
That'll ruffle his feathers for him. Maybe you should have done that.
Fine, I'll get it from him.
Wonderful.
Cabbage. Cabbage. Green cabbage. Get it before it goes brown.
This topping out, what's that?
You're not a carpenter, it seems.
No, I'm a blacksmith.
I see. Well, a topping out is a decorated spruce or a conifer tree hung on top of the roof of a new house to bring good fortune and God's blessing.
Vegetables, fruit, apples, cucumbers,
Oh.
onions.
Then all we need to do is break off a branch somewhere, buy a few ribbons, and we've got our own homemade topping out right there.
You don't understand, young man. The topping out was sanctified by a priest, and it hangs on the highest church far and wide. You can't just
Asparagus,
replace
they'll
it
cut
with
you
a
in half,
decorated
and
branch.
cucumbers
Fair enough.
That'll cure what ails you. Come get them.
That topping off is hung pretty high, isn't it?
Naturally. It hangs on the rooftop according to tradition, and the church is tall.
And how am I supposed to get it down?
Damned if I know. But they had to get it up there somehow, didn't they?
Have a look at
Very
the
well.
cucumbers.
I'll get it.
They'll stay firm all winter. Buy them before someone else does.
This player's talisman, where am I supposed to find it?
I actually have a specific one in mind. Here at the inn, there's a dice player who always has a cat's paw with him. That's supposed to bring him luck.
A cat's paw? I thought
Garlic
players
soup
bring
for
along
the
a rabbit's
winter,
paw for luck.
Onion soup for the spring.
I thought
asparagus
so
for taste,
too.
and prunes
But this man is winning one game after another, so cats are clearly even more powerful than rabbits.
Oh. How am I supposed to get the talisman from him?
I haven't a clue. It won't be easy, but I'm sure you'll find a way.
We'll see. Very well. I'll get you the paw. I'll get looking for those things then.
Excellent! You do that, my journeyman. Good luck.
Carrots and apples picked today to put a smile on your face. Powder made of
What's that?
Good on bread and for frying. Come and get it, fine people.
and pork cracking too. A joy today.
I am at your service, Sir Knight.
You must be that lucky fellow everyone's talking about.
Lady Luck has been good to me lately, true enough. But that can change quicker than you know.
People say that you get help from a lucky charm.
Is that not allowed?
No, it is. It just interests me, that's all.
Why?
I'll buy it from you.
You want to buy my cat paw? You're joking.
No, I'm not. I'll buy it. How much do you want for it?
See? In the end, it brought me more luck than I thought.
Thanks.
God be with you.
Powder made of the bones of St. Thomas. Good day to you.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So, show me what you've got, lad.
One cat paw for luck.
Marvelous. Let's just hope it brings us luck as well.
That will be all for now.
Take care now.
Garlic soup for the winter, onion soup for the spring, asparagus for taste, and prunes for what ails you. Bye,
May the Lord watch over you.
Let's hope things will settle down a bit around here now.
You mean after the Talberg attack on the Brigand secret? Expect too much of it.
No.
What do I have to do to enter the monastery?
You must want to serve God, be willing to sacrifice yourself, and do labor.
And if I do all that?
That's all you need. If you really want to spend the rest of your life in a monastery, apart from being literate and having a letter of admission signed by the abbot, of course. But the main thing is to feel it in your heart. A monk spends most of his time in quiet contemplation and communion with the Lord, fervent prayer and labor to the glory of all creation.
What do I have to do to enter the monastery?
You have to know how to read and write, speak Latin, and have a letter of admission from the abbot. But most importantly, that's the least of your worries. Tell me, are you capable of spending your days in...
Hey, who's there?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
God be with you.
It doesn't look good.
What? What are you talking about?
Your tooth. I bet it hurts a lot, doesn't it?
How do you know about that?
I overheard you in the tavern yesterday. If I were you, I'd let the blacksmith pull it.
Why?
I knew a man once who was in the same situation as you. His tooth was sore, and he was frightened to have it pulled.
And what happened to him?
In the end, half his jaw almost fell out. So I wouldn't underestimate it.
But I can't go to the blacksmith.
Don't tell me you're afraid.
I am afraid. I don't mind admitting it.
You know what? I'll go with you and make sure you get out of there alive. You don't have to be embarrassed. Every man in the world's afraid of having his teeth pulled.
I know, but even so...
Let's go then, and get this over with.
Jesus, it's going to be really painful, isn't it?
Don't worry. It will hurt a little, but then you'll feel relieved. You'll see.
If you say so. Huh? I don't know. Isn't it a waste of time? Maybe it'll go away on its own.
Are you mad? It won't go away, it'll just get worse. The sooner we get it out, the better.
Yes, you're right.
looking very far where I stay. My breath is short, my feet are sore, I buy a horse without
Look,
a
I can't. It's embarrassing. I'm a coward, and I won't be able to handle it.
We're almost there. Just be a man about it.
You're right. Let's go.
All right, let's do it. Hold him tight.
Let's do it.
Ah, look.
Jesus
It's
Christ,
out.
the agony.
Hey, want to keep it as a memento?
I'll have it.
Oh, all right.
The sun he hides behind a cloud. His feet so cold and his eyes so loud. His eyes snack, his eyes back.
You'll never see such fine mates.
Garlic, onions, mushrooms, and asparagus. Come right up. No need to be shy. There, satisfied?
Good day to you.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So show me what you've got, lad.
The tooth of layman Procopius, which definitely isn't holy.
It isn't. But then again, one day it could be. You never know what course a man's life might take.
I suppose not. But it wasn't easy to get. So if anyone's the miracle worker here, it's me.
Calm now. Don't exaggerate.
That will be all for now.
God be with you.
I went to look for those items you wanted.
Splendid, splendid. So, show me what you've got, lad.
A branch from a blessed topping out.
Excellent. And how did you get it down?
I had to shoot it down.
Watch out for this man. He's a regular William Tell.
Well, there wasn't any other way.
Here.
So,
Did you order?
we've got all that sorted out. And now, to the next matter.
So, about my reward.
Not so fast, young man.
Here.
There's one more thing. It's rather complicated and delicate.
What thing?
A shroud.
A shroud?
Yes. A burial shroud of someone who passed away not too long ago.
I'm just supposed to take a dead person's clothes?
Christ, no. I need a burial shroud. The precious enveloping garment in which the deceased is buried.
And does it matter who I take it from?
It needs to be someone who lived an honest life. And I have just the fellow. A good man by the name of Lokota who recently passed on.
Right. So where can I find him?
His family is waiting for the funeral. For now he's lying in the small church in Sasa.
And who was this Lokota?
I know only a little, but according to the locals, he was an honorable man. You should certainly try to ask
Hail
around.
as usual.
Take care.
You must be up to no good
Hail for
sneaking
me.
around in the dark. Light a torch before the catchpoles see you. Jesus Christ be praised.
No, it's not possible.
Who's the man who died? The one who's lying in the church?
Oh, that was old Lokota. He was a respectable fellow.
And weren't they just dirty?
And how did he make a living?
Not.
He was a
They were
butcher of some renown in the
completely
region.
As dark as the night.
And where was this?
In Venice. I saw them getting off a boat.
Venice? Where's that?
Was he a
On the
local?
coast of Italy.
Oh no, he came here from Flashing because of an argument with his brother. We weren't too keen on him at first. His trade took customers away from our old butcher, you see. But we soon realized he was a decent man and we all grew to love him.
To get you around.
You've become completely
It's a
unhinged.
sad loss.
Black people.
What about his family?
His wife, Lucy, passed away a long time ago, poor soul. He was never the same since then. He never laughed from the heart anymore. But he's left 2 sons behind, Peter and Mark.
What are his sons like?
Oh, they're sturdy men. Sturdy and straightforward.
No,
Mind you,
not possible.
Peter doesn't have any sense of humour that you'd notice. He takes everything as seriously as a sermon. Mark's a more open sort and a little superstitious. But don't make fun of him.
No, definitely not. They were completely black.
Thank you.
As dark
That's all I
as the
needed to
night.
know.
And where was this?
In Venice.
Farewell.
I saw them getting off a boat.
Venice? Where's that?
On the coast of Italy. It's a marvelous city. Built entirely
You can't just walk
on
around in the
water.
dark. You have to have a light. It's
Making
the
a
law.
fool of me. A city on water.
I'm telling the truth.
God
Instead of
preserve
streets,
you,
they
good
have
night.
canals
Can I do
and
something
boats
for you?
To get you around.
You've become completely
Good luck,
unhinged.
then.
Black people.
I'd like to discuss the price.
All right, so...
Are we agreed?
Well, now, a little more, and we'll
Now,
shake
just
on
one
it.
moment. The land of King John certainly isn't a fabrication. I was personally
Aye,
in
for that amount,
Constantinople,
I can be
where I talked to a
persuaded.
man who visited the place.
Ridiculous.
Only bandits creep
Be
around in the
quiet.
dark
Let
without
him
a light.
speak.
Where's
What
your
did he
torch?
see?
Wonderful miracle. They have a fountain of youth and one-legged people. And after Mass, manna falls from the sky.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.